How important is it from your point of view to end the season with a win?
I think it's important for us and our sanity. It's obviously not important as far as us being champions. We've already done that. However, we went into both games wanting to win the game, and this one is no different. You sort of owe it to the league. I know some teams might feel we let them down, getting beat by Hungerford. Some like Truro especially. But if they look at the highlights, they'll see how many opportunities that we had, and on the day we just couldn't break them down, and that was a little bit of their good defending and a little bit of our poor finishing.
St Albans are in really good form at the moment, so it's going to be a tough game. Is that something to obviously convey to the players before they step on the pitch on Saturday about the intensity that they're going to face?
Yeah, to be honest with you, they know that. This group of lads, every game we've gone into has been a pressurised game, really, and we're trying to keep hearing about these records and that we're a couple of goals short and we're one win short and that, and it'd be nice to finish off with a win that breaks the winning record, as it were, in a season, albeit only 42 games when others are 46. And we'd all like to go into the summer having that feeling of winning again. And funnily enough, on Saturday on Monday against Hungerford, I knew they'd be disappointed, and yet it was our celebratory day. It was a fantastic event that the club had put on. So that's why we went into the dressing room first while everything was being the stage, as it were, was being built up, and I just reflected for them just to say, look, we've lost the game. You haven't lost the season. You haven't lost the championship. You should have won, because we could have won comfortable, really. We always give credit to the opposition as well when things like this happen, but then I had to try and pick them up so that they didn't. We had our lap of honour after the game where we sort of half in our demeanour said sorry that we didn't get a result for such a fantastic crowd. But then I changed their mental state in the dressing room and said, look, you're the champions. You've done great this year. You've got a 5,500 crowd that are very proud of you. And they'll remember you being champions and not this game, last home game. So we picked them up so that when we went out the second time and got our medals and our trophy, etc., that they could join in with the excitement and the happiness of the supporters. So and I thought the lads did that. So in the end, it was a happy event after the final whistle.
Let's talk about Monday then. Can you sum up the day and the emotions you felt watching the team and lift the National League South trophy?
Well, that's it. I mean, when you saw Asa pick that cup up, if you didn't get a little twinge in your hairs in the back of your neck stand up a little bit, don't they? Because that's always a sort of a release of energy, and it's a relief, release of relief that you've done it, and it's a nice trophy, so it's a nice one to hold up, and I know the players were very proud of the club, proud of themselves, and in the end we're very happy with got their reward for the season's hard work.
Talk about the attendance on Monday. Is that hopefully a sign of things to come for the future?
Hope so. If it is, we can definitely build a football league club. We've started. George Edwards calls it the first stage, which is great. It just means hopefully there's a few more stages, and we have to make sure that we keep that enthusiasm of our support. And it was fantastic. Obviously, the flags help with the ambience of it, and the actual colour of it all. But the supporters have been very. I mean, we stayed behind for an hour and a half, was it? Um, to have photos with the cup with all our supporters and that. So there's a great empathy, and we want to do our best for the people that turn up, however numbers. But if we get the bigger numbers, then of course the budget's bigger, which means you have a bigger pool of players to choose from. Now you can't make people come. All we can say is, we really appreciate the people that do come, and hopefully if we can keep up in that 4,000 or 5,000 bracket, we can have a very, very competitive side without guessing. At the moment, sometimes you have to guess, and people that haven't quite made it or done it, or people that you think you can develop into top players, league players, and whereas you keep getting the bigger crowds, you can go for the ones that have proved themselves already, and we may be able to do it a little bit quicker.
You talked about the importance of winning a championship for the players, and who's won promotion. Raise your hands. That's been that kind of thing during the season. How do you think it will help them and help develop this team moving on?
It's something you remember for the rest of your life, which is why all the photos that were out there are very important, and DVDs that might come out, all those sort of things. It's a lasting memory, because you never know when it will come round again. Hopefully it will come round pretty quick. We do all we can, so at least we can get some new pictures up around the place of our champions, and we can keep the player and his dog, because that was important, but at least we can put up some colour pictures from recent times, and obviously you've got to keep your history, but this is the first time the club's won a championship, so I think it is anyway.
Since 27, is it? 1927?
Not since 1927. Oh, what league was that in then?
Western League, the Southern League Western Division. And it wasn't a championship, because in those days in the Southern League, the West played the East at the end of the season, and we lost to Brighton and Hove Albion reserves in the playoffs. So there was no trophy lifted that season.
That's nothing. Anyway, as I said, the first time the club had won a championship, and it'd be nice to have our bars full of the lads' pictures and the trophy and etc. So that's I think that's the big thing about being champions. It's everlasting, and it will help them, to answer your question, because next time I ask, quite a few will have their hands up, and the champagne was fizzing a little bit more, wasn't it? They was a little bit better, so that was good coaching by us. Unfortunately, Jake decided on showing how well he could do it on my back, so I'll get him. I'll get him back. Don't worry about that. And he's got what's coming. Anyway, it was fun, and everybody enjoyed it.
Season ends on Saturday. Obviously, the rest of the players is coming up. Well, what about yourself? What plans have you got?
Well, we've got the evening dinner on Wednesday. I'm really looking forward to that. That's always a great night, because everybody's going to be happy. And it's great to have your families there, along with the supporters and sponsors and club members, part-time, full-time staff. It's great to have everyone in one place, being entertained and just having a great night. So we got that, and then everyone needs a break then, because it's been a intense season because of what we knew we had to do to get a promotion from where we was when we started. And the boys and the staff, we're all going to need that summer break just to relax, recoup our energy, and come back raring to go, which we will do end of June. And you say, I look forward to the next season, but we don't have to look forward to that till 3 weeks before we start. We've got to have 3 weeks of just going, enjoy being champions, enjoy the promotion, enjoy what the club's done, enjoy the support we've had, while you're lying on the beach somewhere, and then come back refreshed.
Back to Saturday's game, how are we looking injury-wise, and what about Olaf Gazella? Can we expect to see more from him?
Yeah, I mean, we've still got to be careful with what we do, and we still got to pick the team that you feel is going to win the game. If Olaf's in that, then great. If it means him coming off the bench, then he's doing well because of his age. But even though we've lost the last couple, you've still got to do the right things by the league and by yourself. Listen, Olaf will get his time, that's for sure, and he's a great experience. So at any time in the future, when he gets his regular starts, which I'm sure he will at some stage, then nothing will faze him because he's been through it all, and he's been in the hotels, he's been on the coaches, the coach travel, he's been in the dressing rooms. He's now, if you like, a fully fledged pro as far as experience is concerned. And then he's just got to worry about his own game during a game at that point. So he's had a great experience this season in preparation for a very good future.